Okay.
Hi, boys and girls. We ready to go and read.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another week of online Sunday school.
We're going to make baby Jesus in a basket.
No, not baby Jesus. We're going to find out who we're going to do today because we are starting on a new story.
I love new stories.
Yes.
But I don't like mad new stories.
You don't like mad news stories? I don't like mad ones either. I like happy ones.
I like happy ones too.
Okay, so our story about Joseph is finished. So we are now moving on to another one. All right, so let's see who we're going to meet this week. Okay, Coraline is working on the craft, and I will read the story. This one is from Exodus chapter 1. The years passed, and in time Joseph and his brothers were long dead. But their families continued to grow. By now there were many, many Hebrews in Egypt, and the new king believed that there were too many Hebrews in his country. He feared that they would become too strong, so the Egyptians put guards over the Hebrews and turned them into slaves. They forced them to work the land and build for them.
Look, they're mad now.
No, they're not mad. These guys are. Let me finish the story.
The
Hebrews were badly treated, yet still their numbers grew, for the women were blessed by God. Now the new king ordered that any girls born to the Hebrews could live, but the boys must be killed. When the Hebrew midwives failed to do as he asked, he gave them a cruel new order. All baby boys must be drowned in the river Nile. There they are there. So there's the Hebrews and the Egyptians.
Can I see it?
Yeah, they have to build all their houses and anything they wanted that the Egyptians wanted them to. They had to build it.
These are not grumpy. These are grumpy.
These guys are grumpy. Yeah, these guys are grumpy. But these guys are sad. They say, "Please don't hurt us."
And those ones are tired.
Yeah, they probably are very, very tired. All right, so many years had gone by, so Joseph and his brothers had all died, but their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so on were still living in Egypt.
Mommy?
Yes, honey.
Well, one of big bubble
We'll talk about that later, okay?
One of big bubble come to blow our house down, then we need to build it.
Yeah, they're building all the houses. All right, but you work on the craft and Mommy will read.
Then we will build our house too.
All right, so there were many of them There were so many of them that the new king thought they were going to get too strong and take over Egypt. So he turned them all into slaves and made them build for him. He also ordered that the midwives, which are the ladies that help when the baby is born, to kill all the baby boys once they're born. But when they realized the midwives weren't obeying them because they didn't like that, he ordered that every baby boy to be thrown into the Nile River.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. All right, let's keep reading. This is Exodus chapter 2. Moses was a beautiful baby boy.
Mommy, boys and girls just hurt my tooth.
Oh, it's okay. All right, you just keep coloring. Moses was a beautiful baby boy. His mother loved him dearly, but she knew that if the king found out about him, he would be killed. So she made a basket out of bulrushes and wrapped her baby in a shawl and placed him in it tenderly, then lowered him down into the water among the reeds and rushes. After a while, the king's daughter came down to the river. She noticed the basket and sent her servant woman to fetch it. When Pharaoh's daughter opened the basket, she saw a crying child inside. She picked up Moses and held him gently in her arms. "This must be one of the Hebrew babies," she said softly. Moses' sister Miriam was secretly watching from nearby. Now she bravely stepped forward and offered to fetch someone to nurse the baby. When the princess nodded, Miriam darted off to find her own mother. So it was Miriam's mother who looked after her own son until he was old enough for the princess. Until he was old enough for the princess to take him to the palace.
I'm going to go inside.
So there they are there. So there's baby Moses in the basket. And there's the princess's slave girl. It's her servant. And there's the princess. And way back here behind the tree, there's Miriam. That's baby Moses' sister. She's watching to make sure that he was okay. There we go. All right. Oh, you're doing a good job. So, Moses' mommy loved him so much and wanted to protect him from the king. So, she had a basket made out of bulrushes. And bulrushes, in case you don't know, are these. These are bulrushes. Okay, so they like to grow by water. Yeah, it might fall apart. It's not like a dandelion, honey. So, these are bulrushes. They grow by the water, and then they have green coming out for the grassy stems.
Mommy.
Yes, honey.
I don't think so. There.
Yeah.
I think they're dandelion.
No, they're called bulrushes.
I don't think they're.
All right. So those grow by the rivers and by water streams. We got these ones from the ditch outside. All right.
But
okay, just listen, honey.
I don't
just
know.
Listen. You color. So she made a basket out of bulrushes and placed baby Moses inside and sent him off down the river. In the reeds and the rushes, and trusted God to protect her son. So the reeds are like all the grasses and stuff, and the rushes are the bulrushes. So a little while later, the king's daughter went down to the river and saw the basket and sent her servant to go and get it. When she opened the basket, she realized it was a Hebrew baby. All while this was happening, Miriam, Moses' sister, gentle. Moses' big sister was watching nearby and offered. Okay, just wait. And offered the princess if she could go and get an Egyptian mother to take care of the baby until he was big enough and strong enough to take to the palace. So that's what she did. She went off and got her mother. The princess didn't know that she got baby Moses' actual mother, but that's what she did. So Moses' mommy was able to protect and take care of her baby.
Can I see
Well, baby Moses. So we're learning about Moses now.
Can I see Moses?
He's right there in the basket. And right now, we are going to put Moses, our own little baby Moses, in the basket. So what Coraline has been doing is she has been coloring the basket. So what we've done, it does not want to come off.
Do I see this?
You know what we didn't do? We didn't open in prayer.
Oh, yes.
So you know what? We're going to pray right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, open shut.
Open, set down. Open, set down. Open, set down. Open, set down. Throw them in your back.
Dear Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for the beautiful sunshine out right now. And I just pray that each and every one of the boys and girls has a wonderful day today and that they got something from the lesson today and that we will learn over the next few weeks about Moses and your love and your care. I want to thank you again for this wonderful day. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. I know it's kind of stuck on there, isn't it? That's what happens with a brand new one, I guess. So we lost our old one. It's around here somewhere. There we go.
We lost this one.
All right. So you're going to put some glue on the back there, and then we're going to show the boys and girls what we're making. I'll get the rest of it. No, you're going to put it right here. There you go. Squish it down there. All right. No, now we're going to put glue all over here. Okay. So what I've done is I've just made a circle and a bit of a triangle. I cut off the ends. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just cut off the ends so there's a little bit less bulk. And then you're going to fold it once and fold it twice. And then tuck it around the back so that it looks like a baby all tucked up in a blanket. Do you want me to draw a face, or do you want to draw the face? Oh, no, don't put glue there. Do you want to draw the face, or do we
need to.
Oh, we're going to put glue on the back. Do you want to draw the face, or Mommy draw the face?
You draw the face.
Mommy draw the face?
Baby brown.
Brown?
You know,
There's
brown and black is my favorite paper. Brown and black is my favorite color.
And a mouth. Doesn't have to be fancy. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on the back of it. And Coraline, can you tuck this in and tuck him into the basket? There we go. And press it down. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to turn the basket over and we're going to cover the back with glue. Can you do that?
Yes, I need to.
Can you turn it up? Need some help? There you go. I'll hold it, you glue it. Good girl. Make sure you get all the corners. All the way up here. Oh. Can I just go over some corners and then you can glue it down. Just to make sure all the corners are done. All right.
But don't go on top.
No. All right. You put it down. Where do you want it? I'm just holding it. You put it down. Okay. And then you take a pipe cleaner. Oh, I forgot to say, the basket is just made out of an envelope. It's just a plain envelope. So it might be easier with tape, but I forgot to grab tape, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it and hope it stays. Okay, do you want to tuck that in? Okay. Tuck it into the corners. There we go. And there you have your basket. And out of green, I just cut out some of these. You can color them in if you don't have green, or you can do whatever you want. So now you, Coraline, can glue those down, because those are going to be the reeds. Can you glue them down? There you go. And I'll just take my phone here and I'll show you a picture of what we were doing. So this is the picture of what we were making. All right. Okay. You want to glue down the reeds?
I think I'm going to get my...
You know what we didn't do is we didn't tuck in the edges to make it look like a basket. There we go. That looks a little more like a basket. Perfect.
Can I have a napkin?
Oh, we'll wash our hands when we're all done because we're going to get more glue on our hands when we do the rest of the reeds. You know what you could do to make it easier? Instead of putting the glue on the reeds, you show me where you want it. Where do you want to put it? And what will be easier, right there? So what's easier is if you just go bloop, and then you push it down. So you try that. Wherever you want to read, you put a little bit of glue, and then you put a reed down. Oops. Perfect. Isn't that easier? Less messy too. Oh no, you glued that one down already. Put some more glue down. You have to put glue down first, honey.
I did.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you did. All right. So that is our story now.
Wait.
We are. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. You want to show them? There you go. Turn it all the way around. So there's baby Moses in his basket, flowing down the river Nile to safety. Because his mommy loved him so much, and God has a plan for him. And if
You got baby Jesus?
and if you tune in next week, we will learn a little bit more about what God has planned for him.
Did you make your own one?
We will. I don't know if they made their own one. I hope they
Yeah,
did.
you did. You did already.
But if they didn't, that's okay. It's their choice.
They did.
All right. So I think it's time to say goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
And we will see you again next week. Same time, same place. Right?
Wait.
And we will find out what happens next with baby Moses. All right. Bye for now, boys and girls. Would you like to turn it off or shall mommy? You turn it off?
I don't know how to put
You don't want to turn it off this week? All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye for now. Have a good week, boys and girls.